So let's talk about the potential for students to create their own virtual field trips, or for you as a teacher to create a customized virtual field trip for your class. So we're going to do this today in Google Earth, which can be found on ClassLink. I have it open here in a second tab. Google Earth along the left-hand panel has several menu options, and we're going to be working right here in the sort of place marker looking icon, which is the Projects tab. Now, when we go to Projects, it's going to open up another little panel here, and any of your existing projects are going to be listed in this area, but today we're going to start a new project. So I'm going to have some options here to open existing projects or to create. I'm going to choose that first one. Now, because this is a Google product, it's going to be saving all of my files and creations in Google Drive, which is really nice to access it again later. You'll notice that now I have to title my project. I'm going to call this the zoo, and I can add a description. Join me. Oops, I should probably capitalize. Join me to explore zoos around the world. Now, obviously, it can literally be any place in the entire world that we are practicing with and creating today. So here it is, my zoo project. I have the option to edit. I also have the option to pin it, and my final option is to hide the project. I definitely want to edit that project today, so I go to the little pencil. So I'm going to now be able to add things to my project. So I'm going to hit the new feature button, and you'll notice that I have the ability to add a place marker. I can draw a line or a shape, or I can search. Now, searching I find to be the most efficient. So I'm going to search Washington, D.C. Zoo. And you'll see it's auto-populating right down here. I like this first one, the zoo in Washington, D.C. It's going to fly me to that location. And as you see, it's also going to give me the information card on the right-hand side. So if this is exactly what I want to add to my project, I can go ahead right here on the information card and add this spot to my project. When I do that, it's going to give me an editing option on the left. And I have the ability here to add my own description, my own images, and my own videos if I wanted to that little information card. I also have the ability to change what my place marker looks like. So maybe it's a place that I really love, or I can use the check mark if this is a place that I have been. If I go down a little bit farther, I also have some other options, including how much I want this tilted, and some other options that have to do with finding my exact location on the Google Earth map. So let's say I wanted to replace the information with my own. As you see, when I clicked on replace, I now have the ability to upload a photo, or I, of course, can do a search. Maybe I didn't like the one that they gave me. Oh, here's the entrance photo. I'm going to select that. And now my place card for my virtual field trip will have that image. I can change the title of that spot as well. On the map here, it's called the Smithsonian National Zoological Park. Maybe I just want it to be called the National Zoological Park. I can also change the info box and description in this section here. I can preview what I just created right here with the preview button. And you see that now I'm going to see this image with this title and whatever description I had put right here, along with this marker. So I'm going to go back to my little back arrow, and I want to add another feature. So as you see, I'm creating and compiling a list of places on my little digital field trip to all the zoos. If I hover over the National Zoo entry again, I can also go back and edit this another time. Or if I wanted to, I could add another zoo, so Baltimore Zoo. Again, it's going to fly me to that location. And I love how I can see in reference to where my first location was. I have my little descriptor over here. I'm going to add this to my project. This is a great idea to have students talk about places that they visited, maybe over a break or a summer vacation. This could be a follow-up to an actual physical real-life field trip where they are marking and writing down what they saw in the place that you visited. We love this idea for connecting it to content. So maybe the students have read a novel and they are tracking the different spots and location that person visited. Or maybe it's actual a historical event, and there were different locations of battles and such. So you can really make it your own, and you as the teacher can also develop these field trips for your students to go on. So again, I want to replace some of this information. I'm going to keep the title, but this time I'm going to say, I visited this zoo in July and loved seeing the elephants. So this is where the students can really show what they've learned or express some of their own personal experiences. This time I want it to be a large info box, and I'm going to put a little heart. As you see, it changes my symbol right here on the map. Again, going to this back button, I now have a running list of my field trip. So at any time I can add to this. We also love the idea of coming back in over and over and adding different locations and spots throughout the year. So let's say I have my whole list and I feel like I'm pretty confident in this zoo project or this field trip. Up here at the top, I can share this project. And as it tells you here, when other people on Google Earth see this or make edits, I'll be the project owner. And so I'll click continue. And this is the way that I can share with either my teacher or my classmates. I can also grab this link as a student and put it into my Brightspace to submit my assignment.